Roger Federer won over the Scottish crowd by wearing a kilt as took on local favourite Andy Murray. The stars are used to meeting in major finals but are taking part in an exhibition match in front of 11,000 fans in Glasgow's SSE Hydro for Andy Murray Live. Returning Murray looked to be moving well enough during his singles match with Federer at a sold-out event which the Swiss won on a tie-break after both men claimed a set 6-3. It was not the most serious of matches. Federer played one game wearing a kilt after a light-hearted promise during an interview quickly turned to reality when a female fan appeared at the side of the court and duly took one off with her coat protecting her modesty. Federer produced a "See You Jimmy" hat for Murray to wear midway through the tie-break and declared himself impressed with his own tartan wear. "What impressed me was how quickly the kilt was organized," he said. "When I took it off I felt naked because it was nice and snug and heavy." Murray said afterwards, "It went better than I expected. I was just really happy to be out here and it went pretty well. There are things I want to do better but, for a first match in 4 or 5 months, it went great. I felt pretty good, not perfect yet, but I'm going in the right direction." Earlier Murray welcomed the tennis legend to his homeland with homemade shortbread and iron brew as he touched down in the country for the first time to compete in the charity event. Murray was delighted to have the 19-time Grand Slam champion supporting the event and treated him to traditional Scottish products ahead of the game. Federer received a picture of himself as a child wearing a Scotland football strip, despite never before vising. But Federer was left stunned when organisers handed him a picture of himself as a child, and he couldn't work out where it came from. The 36-year-old was asked how old he was in the picture when he jokingly replied, "Oh man, don't know. 4, 5 or 6? Federer, a 19-time Grand Slam champion, was presented with a picture of himself as a child wearing a Scotland football strip and tried to gain some extra support from the Glasgow crowd. He said, "I think this is from South Africa and I have no idea why. You can say I was always a Scotland fan." The picture first came to light in a YouTube montage of pictures of young Roger from a few years ago. It's said to have been taken in 1986, not that the Swiss really knows. He also found time to have a little bit of Scottish bants with Murray when he pictured a can of iron brew and asked it if was his post-game routine. However, he did then call Scotland beautiful, so the natives will probably let him off. He is a Scotland fan after all. Before the conference, Andy Murray warmed up on court at the SSE Hydro, Glasgow, with Mum Judy and some lucky fans. Andy coached a group of youngsters who won a tutorial with his mum hours before his match with Federer as part of the Andy Murray Live exhibition. Andy, 30, last played on July 12 when he lost to American Sam Querrey in the Wimbledon quarter-finals. He was forced to withdraw on the eve of the US Open in August because the injury remained an issue. He has dropped from 1st to 16th in the world rankings since Wimbledon. The Andy Murray Live exhibition aims to raise funds for a variety of charities. Murray also teamed up with his brother Jamie to take on Tim Henman and the Mansour Abarami in a doubles match.